Democracy and legitimacy. The people of the country can exercise power directly. Citizens can run for office and get elected and indirectly through the local government bodies when citizens by the means of elections appoint governing bodies. Local government bodies and their officials must act within the boundaries of their authority and by the means outlined by the law. The people of the country can exercise their right to vote directly. The power of the people means the power of changing a government or a leadership. That is one of the advantages of a democratic country. The national and local government are also subject to the people's verdict. Those elected officials are the real and legitimate leaders that will serve the people, the country, and will establish good relationship with other countries. Transparency and openness. In a democratic society, government must be not only effective but transparent as well. Every member of the community is entitled to know what actions the government takes. Every government agency must operate in the state of openness to its citizens. Openness and transparency in local government are essential for a strong progressive community. Every local government official should be open and transparent to the community and to the people as to the expenses, the bidding of the projects, and even how they utilize the budget. Since it is also the right of the people to know how their money is being spent honestly and accurately. Collective nature. The majority of decisions of local government agencies are not made by one official but by a group, which is a more accurate way to express public opinion. This simply means that a particular decision should be decided by a group. The majority should be respected, since this decision will change the face of a community. Therefore, it should always according to the majority's vote. Now, in collecting an opinion from the other members, let us say in a municipality. A decision will be made and decided by a group of people, but definitely without taking for granted the other suggestions existed during a meeting because it would also mean good strategy or a good solution to a problem. In a wide scenario, a plebiscite is being done in order to collect information from the people. If they agree or disagree about a particular decision or changing something in a wider scope, it can be changing the name of a province. Appointment by election. The community independently appoints local government bodies by election. The opinion of the community about who should hold office does not depend on the national policy. It is the direct way to exercise democracy on the given territory. One of the goals of national policy is, of course, the way the people are protected and secured. This means protection and security from the top to the bottom, from the national level down to the local level. Since a particular leader will be elected through a majority of the votes, then it is necessary that voters should know the qualifications, requirements as well as their platforms, their plans and programs. That the moment they assume the office and position, they are being done and accomplished. So, I would like to say that even if a particular leader would only run in a local level, but their goals should always be aligned with the national policy. Legislative autonomy. Local government bodies must have their own functions and responsibilities outlined in the state law. The local government bodies are legal entities that act independently within their authority and that are accountable for their actions in compliance with the law. The local government has its own function and responsibility, since they are given the independence to execute its local policies and programs, such as the local government's is the one who make ordinance and laws in a local community. Nevertheless, although an LGU can really have its independence and local authority, but not to forget their accountability and that actions and decisions should always in accordance to the law. Meaning, human rights in a bigger picture is also protected, premier, and should always considered and looked into. Organizational autonomy. The main subjects of local government, its communities and bodies, are not a part of the state apparatus. Communities and their government agencies must have a capacity to determine their own structure that takes into account local factors and can provide effective administration and management. The state shall provide for a more responsive and accountable local government structure instituted through a system of decentralization, whereby local government units shall be given more powers, authority, responsibilities, and resources. The process of decentralization shall proceed from the national government to the local government units. Constitutional principles, decentralization, and local autonomy govern and underlie the formation, organization, and functioning of local government, ensuring the interest and meet local needs, in concordance with the specific of each administrative territorial unit. Financial autonomy. A community and its local government bodies have the right to possess, use, and dispose of communal property as well as communal funds, sufficient for a local government to perform its functions. In accordance to state law, our national government gives the local government a budget and financial assistance for the local community. That is being used for the activities and programs in the provincial level, municipality level, and down to the barangay level. This will help the people and the political leaders to proceed with their projects. Nevertheless, there should always be transparency and accountability in utilizing these resources.